Common sense gun laws are not about your personal feelings or beliefs. You are elected because you have been chosen and are trusted to protect us. But let me say to you here today, I do not feel protected.
Innocent children all over the country today are dead because laws and policy allows people to buy weapons before they're legally old enough to even buy a pack of beer. The thing I can't figure out is whether our politicians are failing us out of stubbornness, passivity, or both.
Welcome back. That was more testimony from this morning's House hearing on gun violence as the mother of a survivor of the Buffalo grocery store shooting and a doctor from Uvalde blamed lawmakers for simply not passing legislation to prevent these mass shootings from taking place. So let's break this down a little bit. I'm joined now by my panel, Republican strategist Matt Gorman, Navin Nayak, president of the Center for American Progress Action Fund, and NBC News Washington correspondent Yamiche Alcindor. Yamiche, there's no shortage of emotional moments on this debate. I'll be honest with you, whether we go back to the day of the shootings, you talk to the parents, you see the raw moments, then even after they've collected themselves and they tell us these stories, it moves the public. Is it going to move the lawmakers?
That's the key question. But in a country where we say we want to protect children in particular, to hear an 11-year-old go before Congress to say, I smeared blood on a friend, I smeared blood of a friend on my body to stay alive, I saw my teacher get shot in the head. That 11-year-old, to me, out of all the different things that happened this week, she struck me the most because she is asking lawmakers to make her safe. And there was someone who asked her during her testimony, do you feel safe going to school? Mm-hmm. And she shook her head no. That, to me, says that this is why it feels different. And when you listen to lawmakers and you listen to people like John Cornyn and Mitch McConnell and others, continue to say that there's openness, continue to say even days after this that they are looking at some of the same things that they've been talking about for a couple of days now, which is red flag laws, possibly increasing the age of assault, that you can access assault weapons. It tells me that this is possibly more possible than it's ever been before. After Sandy Hook, it became so partisan so quickly. This feels different. And when you hear lawmakers, it sounds like they think something's different. But of course, Congress is Congress, and Congress is really good at doing nothing. So we have to sort of continue to see whether or not these lawmakers remain optimistic.
Matt, you worked at the Senate committee a couple cycles ago. You know how this conference thinks. There's a lot of ways to read these Mitch McConnell tea leaves. Mm-hmm. The news that came out, and he was willing to confirm, yeah, he's open to the idea of raising the age. It's not going to be in this package. But I heard that and I thought, Mitch McConnell's going to vote for whatever Cornyn agrees with. Is that how you read that?
Yeah, his silence tells me is a positive sign.
Yeah,
and I think also Cornyn, it was either earlier this week or late last week, went to the floor, gave a speech, and it essentially sounded like he was road testing how he would sell this bill, not only to the conference but also voters in Texas and how we expect Senate candidates to sell it. And look, Cornyn's younger. He's still a political animal. He ran the NRSC about a decade ago, and I think most telling, him, John Thune, and John Barrasso all want to succeed McConnell, and he's in theory giving them something, if they wanted to use against him.
And Matt, here's the other theory I've had of why McConnell. I think you tell me, but I look at the Atlanta suburbs, Philadelphia suburbs, the Phoenix suburbs,
yep,
Las Vegas suburbs. You know where I'm going here.
Yep.
And that he knows if they get caught doing nothing and it's on them, then it probably costs them Senate seat.
You know, it's certainly the same thing I would say about more crime, quality of life. Even though you might not live in the city, you might not see the effects day to day, you're still in the media market. You're still hearing of the news in L.A. or in the Philly news at 11 o'clock every night. And so politically, it does feel different.
What do you say, Navin?
I mean, the first thing I'd say is we're going to have votes today in the House. And it's just, it actually is. You know, I have a third grade.
And will we get the separate votes? To me, the separate votes, we want to put everybody on the record, because I do think there are some Republicans that would like to show some support on some things, but not everything.
But it's not even clear they're going to have the assault weapons ban. I mean, there's just all these other but all the other provisions. I mean, 19 kids just got killed, and you still can't get a majority of the Republican caucus to support this. I mean, the fact that Mitch McConnell has to say it quietly, that's a good sign. Why can't he be vocal? Our kids are scared to go to school. Like, I don't understand at what point, and this is sort of the real test for me, and just this is what it's all about. It's all about power for Republicans right now. If they really cared about safety, we know how to solve this problem. We know how to keep our kids safe in school. The Republican Party is showing that all they care about, to your point, is elections. And if they think doing nothing gives them a chance of getting elected, they will do nothing.
Go ahead if you want to.
I mean, that's just not based in reality. I mean, look, Chris Murphy is even having pretty good faith discussions with Republicans on this. And it's not Susan Collins. It's not Lisa Murkowski. It's Tom Tillis. And
but it's not John. It's the caucus.
Okay, well, then why don't you tell Chris Murphy that and have him pull out of the talks? If it's not enough for Democrats, then it's certainly enough for Chris Murphy. And look, any Senate, any compromise is going to start in the Senate. They have the votes in the House for whatever the Senate comes up with. If you want something done, it's the Senate.
I'm not suggesting that if it's not everything, that we should do nothing. I think there's no question that getting something done is just an important thing to tell the American people. But it is still really hard to believe that there isn't a unanimous vote here, or that there isn't a majority of a Republican caucus that is willing to do that. That's got to be discouraging to you, that when 19 kids get killed, that you still can't get a majority saying anything should be done.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.